Can you do that? You learn something new every day here. Hello again, my fellow troubadours. First of all, I want to say thank you so much. We are almost at 18,000 subscribers. And to me, I know that's not a big thing in the YouTube world, but to me, it really does mean a lot. And I thank you all out there in the community for your support. Also, it's been really, really heartwarming to see some of you at my solo acoustic gigs every so often. And it just recently happened. Someone will come up to me and say, "Hey, my fellow troubadour," and what do you know it? They know me from the YouTube channel, and they come out to see my show and to say hello, and I'm really, really thankful for it. Let's get down to business. Today, I'm going to show you how to play Under the Bridge by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, specifically how I play it and implement this now classic song into my solo acoustic gigs. The song was released way back in 1991, but it still gets a whole lot of love, and I love playing the song at my solo gigs. It's a great one to add to your list. It's a little tricky to play, but that's what makes it even more cool to pull it off once you get it down. You know, John Frusciante is such a great player, and it just seems that everyone loves the Chili Peppers. There are 4 distinct sections to this song, and each one we have to learn, right, obviously. So I'm going to show them all to you, and as I do, I'll show you how I sometimes modify it for the live acoustic gig, which is primarily what I do. So let's get started. But first, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content. And be sure to check out some of my affiliate links in the description to Amazon products that I tend to use for my solo acoustic gigs. Remember, you don't have to buy anything. Just clicking on those products really does help this channel. Okay, let's get started. So let's get into the intro, arguably the most difficult part of this song. It's played with these things on your right hand. These are called fingers. And for those of you that don't use much finger style stuff, it's not finger style in that it's any kind of Travis picking, but we're going to use our fingers on our right hand, okay? The main chord, right? Okay, those main 2 chords. It's a D chord, fingered like this. It's that movable C shape, for those of you that are into the caged system. So it's a C shape, okay? And the other chord, F sharp bar chord. So far, straightforward. Beautiful. The way we start is we're going to pick the 5th string with our thumb and the B string, the 2nd string, with, I use my 2nd finger, so. Okay, thumb on the 4th string. Then I use my 1st finger on the 3rd string, so. And thumb on the 4th string again. 2nd finger on the 2nd string. So. And that is just 2nd finger and 1st finger. 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 1st finger on the 3rd string. So our 1st finger is always going to handle the 3rd string. Our 2nd finger is always going to handle the 2nd string. Okay, so. We're just coming down like that F sharp minor scale. Then we're going to finger the F sharp major chord. Alright. So the pattern for the F sharp chord is as follows. Thumb is going to take the low E string, 2nd finger is going to take the B string, right? Then the thumb moves down to the 5th string, and the 1st finger is going to take the 4th string, so. Then the 2nd finger on the G string, 1st finger on the D string, so. Okay, so from the beginning. Pretty simple so far, right? Then, okay, this is the tough part. This part, all right, Pretty simple. What we're going to do after we play this pattern, we're going to get ready to go back to the D chord, right? But he slides with the pinky. So what we're going to do is position our hand for the D chord, right? We're literally putting it down, but we're putting our pinky down 1 fret before the 5th fret, on the 4th fret. And our 3rd finger is not going to be in the proper place where it needs to be, but it doesn't matter because we're only going to be playing the A string and the B string, right? And when we slide, this finger will automatically go back into place. So and there's the pinky hammer on. Let's do that too. It just hammers on the pinky, right, on the B string to the 5th fret, and then plays the 3rd string. One more time. Kind of claws the whole thing and slides up the chord a whole step to the E chord. Now if you're having trouble with the sliding thing on the D chord, there's a way to make this easier, and to be honest with you, a lot of the times when I'm playing live, it's what I'll do. So coming out of the F sharp, I'll just slide the pinky, and while I'm sliding the pinky, then I'll lay down the rest of the chord. So it's like this. Gives you a little more time. Okay? Just a little trick you could use, and quite frankly, that's usually what I do, because this part on the acoustic, it really can be a bitch. The only other thing to realize is that when he comes back to the F sharp chord the 2nd time, he doesn't pluck these 2 notes at the same time. He just plays the F sharp by itself. Okay, so it's plucking the E and B string, the slide, right? The hammer on, the claw, then he just plays the F sharp note by itself. Again, slide. Then that time he plays like the D note twice. Instead of going whatever that is, he just plays the D note twice. These are subtleties you could pick up from the record. You don't have to take these as gospel, but I'm just letting you know there are little nuances in there. So one more time straight through the pattern. Playing 2 notes. The slide, the hammer on, the claw, F sharp by itself, again the slide, both notes we're plucking, okay? Again, listen to the record and you'll get all the nuances of where he picks it twice, where he picks it once. And you don't have to take this as, you know, again, as gospel, but just to give you a little more flavor, and then you play it your own way, right? All right, let's get into the verse section. I don't know about you, but I'm glad that part is over. And like I said, I'll have a pick stashed in my mouth, and when I come out of the intro section, I'll just grab it. Sometimes I feel... Okay, chords. E major, B major, C sharp minor, G sharp minor, A. The pattern. The first time around it's E, B, C sharp minor, G sharp minor, A. The second time around, E, B, C sharp minor, right to the A. We skip over the G sharp minor chord. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit now. So, there's a little move, there's some moves we could do here. I'm going to show you what they are. So E, B. What we do with this is we kind of just, instead of playing the full C sharp minor chord, we just play the bottom half of it. We slide up. Okay? Nice little move. You can mix and match, okay? Listen to the record and you'll get some ideas of what he does, and then in your live gig you can use these when you see fit. So, another little cool move is we're just going to take our pinky off and do this little kind of hammer-on pull-off move. Have fun with it. Experiment with it. Or how about, right? There's a lot of ways you can play it. But once you get the idea that those are the 4 chords, you can embellish it. Here's another embellishment on the A chord. He hammers on the 9th, or the B note. So, right? It's pretty cool. You could use all of these little tricks to embellish a song and make it more interesting. So, we're at our live gig. Sometimes I feel, this time maybe I'll just play the chord. Don't have a pardon. Sometimes I feel like my only friend. Right? Now, the last time around of the verse section, we end on this E major 7th chord. So let's go through the whole verse. Sometimes I feel like never pardon. Sometimes I feel like my only friend. The city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. E major 7th. You can play some air drums if you want. Maybe you shouldn't do that. All right, let's get into the chorus. That would be the next section, wouldn't it be? Yes, the chorus. F sharp minor. Starts on the and of 1. 1 and 2. So F sharp minor to E major to B major. That's the whole chorus. 1, 2, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. F sharp minor, E, E, B, F sharp minor. So, F sharp minor, this is just this traditional shape that we all know, right? On the 9th fret, E major, using the A shape if you're into caged, right? Same E major that we were using in the verse. Then up to the 14th fret, B major. So, sometimes on the F sharp minor chord, I'll start with a minor 7th chord and I'll hammer on. So 1. And I'll kind of, I'll do this little like hammer on up here. Make it a minor 7th chord. But that's not on the record. I just like to do it, so. a little something something. Another thing you can do, you can play the F sharp minor. You can play the B chord here if you want. So sometimes that voicing, if I'm feeling lazy at a gig and I don't want to hop up here because it's sounding too thin, I'll play that voicing. Or F sharp minor, E, this will be my least favorite. Usually what I'll do at a gig is, I don't ever want to feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Either one of those will work. After the chorus comes out, we go back into the yeah. Alright. Now let's talk about the next big part of this song, that Under the Bridge Downtown, the outro part. The chords are essentially A minor, G, with this E ringing on top the whole time, F major 7. On the record, it's being played in double stops. So G string, 6th fret, B string, 5th fret, A major, A minor, and there's that hammer on with the G. Then 4th fret of the G string and 3rd fret of the D string. This is the G major chord. It's actually a G6 chord, because we have this high E ringing out. And then this, no, it's really an A minor triad, but essentially it's an F major 7th chord because of what the bass is doing. Alright, so but because we're solo acoustic, here's how I play it. And I'll make some chord charts for you. For the A chord. For the A minor chord, I move it down and I'm letting the bottom part of my first finger mute the B string. See? And I have the G note right up here at my pinky on the 8th fret of the B string. So instead of it being, we have, right? So, and then I play a full G triad here. D string 5th fret, G string 4th fret, B string 3rd fret to the F major 7th chord. So, same shape. So we have that shape, that shape. I'm using the meat of my first finger to mute the B string. I have my G here. Any kind of embellishments down to this G6 chord. Again, we have the pinky here for this G chord, this G note. So then you have that little interlude section in the outro part. That is an F major 7th chord to an E 7th chord to a G chord. Under the bridge downtown. Okay? So you can play this F major 7th chord like this fully, or you could just kind of play it, the baby version of it here. Same thing for the E 7th chord. You could play the full version, or you could just play the version on the bottom 4 strings, right? Or even the bottom 3 strings, but I would play it on the bottom 4 strings. And then G bar chord. Now, if you want to do it a little differently than that, you could F, E7, G. I like sometimes doing it down here because when you're solo acoustic, it just gives you more impact. Sometimes, you know, the notes up here they don't have the same impact. So if you're trying to really hit it hard, you can kind of come down. some blood, right? Another thing you could do for the A to A minor to G to F major 7, you could play it this way. A minor, all right? G, F major 7th. I even like hammering on the D note. There's a lot of different ways you can do it once you know the chord changes and you know the feel of the song. So let's take the last chorus into the outro, and I'll do a few different voicings that you could just follow along with, okay? I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. A minor, G, F, A minor, G, F, A minor, right? G, F, F, E7, G, or F major 7, E7, G, or F major 7th, E7, G. Under the bridge downtown, that's where I drew some blood with the roots. Right? Or without the roots. I like it with the roots. Okay? If you're feeling more 90s-ish, I did a video up here that you could check out where I take 5 of my favorite crowd-pleasing songs from the 90s and go over them in pretty good detail as well that you could add to your solo acoustic gigs. As always, I am Frank Persico. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And look at this. Can you do that? You learn something new every day here.